Ecology is the study of the interactions of organisms with their physical environment and with each other. A population is a group of individuals of one species living in one area who have the ability of interbreeding and interacting with each other. There are 5 important properties of a population that you should be familiar with. The total number of individuals in a population is the size. The number of individuals per unit area or volume is the density. Dispersion is the pattern of spacing of individuals within the area that the population inhabits. There are 3 patterns of population dispersal, and these are clump, uniform, and random. Clump dispersion is the most common, and it can be seen in fish and wolves. Some plants secrete toxins that keep other plants away to create a uniform dispersion. Finally, random spacing occurs when there are no special attractions or repulsions between organisms in the population. Survivorship curves show the size and composition of the population. A type 1 curve shows organisms with low death rates in young and middle age and high mortality in old age. This is caused by a great deal of parenting and is characteristic of humans. A type 2 curve describes a species with a death rate that is constant over the lifespan. A type 3 curve shows a very high death rate among the young, but then shows that death rates decline for the few individuals that have survived to a certain age. Age structure diagrams show the relative number of individuals at each age in a population.
Differentiation between species is also part of ecology.
This is a species of flower. Careful, don't scare them away. We found a different species of flower. It's a different species because it is not capable of exchanging genes or interbreeding with the previous flower we found.
It's like Christmas in the wild.
Oh my god, this is so heavy.
Alright, you got it.
Oh my god.
You got it. Alright, different rock. Let's find a different one. Great! Oh, what are those?
Specimens of worms.
Whoa.
This is a habitat.
Oh god!
In their natural habitat under a rock.
A community is a group of populations living in the same area. An ecosystem is a system of interactions between all of the organisms in a community and the surrounding environment. It's made up of biotic factors and abiotic factors. Biotic factors are living,
So many biotic factors!
while abiotic factors are non-living.
Oh, good God, look at all these abiotic factors.
There are 3 different types of symbiotic relationships: commensalism, mutualism, and parasitism.
Here we have a perfect example of commensalism. The tree gives squirrels a place to put its nest, while the tree is not affected at all.
Wow, what a rare find. A bee. Bees and flowers exhibit mutualism because they both benefit each other.
Hey, Calvin here. And boy was that nasty. Ron received a vicious bite from a mosquito, which is a perfect example of parasitism. The mosquito gains nutrients from the human, while the human's harmed in the process.
The food chain describes energy transfer in an ecosystem.
This is a producer. It is at the bottom of the food chain and uses energy from the sun to photosynthesize and create glucose. It is the most prevalent type of organism. This is a primary consumer. It eats the producers to gain energy. It is the second lowest on the food chain. Eat some grass or something.
This is a secondary consumer. It eats the primary consumer, and it's an omnivore or carnivore, and it's the next on the food chain. I'm a tertiary consumer. I eat the secondary consumer, and I'm on the highest level on the food chain.
This is an example of a logistic curve. These tend to be S-shaped and occur when limiting factors restrict the size of a population to its carrying capacity. The carrying capacity is the maximum number of individuals of a population that can survive in a certain habitat. Limiting factors are the factors that prevent a population from reaching its biotic potential. Density-dependent factors become more effective as population density increases and include things like disease and lack of resources. Density-independent factors are not affected by population density, include things like natural disasters, and climate change.
This may look like a worm, but it's actually a snake.
We found a rare species of dragon over here in the woods.
Here we can see the ants eating the eggs of a
Those are their eggs. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
baby snake.
A baby snake.